10. He makes it 65,000 to go into the toilet.
Yeah, the toilet's got two snowmen. He's got the two eights. He's going to make the call.
Yep. Seidel out, and now the Swede, Christopher Sonensen, with a king-jack in the big blind, looks interested.
And he's got money in the pot already, and he makes the call, so we've got three-way action here.
We got a flop.
And here we go. Here come the first three. King, Queen, 9.
Nice flop for the Swede. Top pair and a straight draw.
First in line, and he's going to check.
He's going to check because these guys are very aggressive, as you can see.
Torelli with queens, his bet, 125,000. Faraz goes away.
Alex got second pair and a straight draw. Unfortunately for him, he's up against top pair and a straight draw.
Christopher Sonensen from Lund, Sweden, only 24 years old.
Christopher.
What'd you start with, bud?
Opposite just call.
1.8, 1.9.
You started with 1.8?
1.8, 1.9.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
1.8.
So here we go to the turn. A 5 comes off.
Helping neither player.
Again, Christopher checks. And Alec knows this guy's been playing pretty solid, so he's looking to take the free card off. He's going to check also.
Yep. Going down to the river, 5th Street. It's a 10 of clubs.
10 of clubs comes off. This gives the Swede a straight.
Sure.
Alec has 2 pair.
And Christopher has checked it.
Oh, he's trying to set a trap for Alec here, and Alec.
All right, let's go ahead and check.
Wow, makes a great check right behind him with 2 pair. The straight going to take down that pot. So Christopher feeling good about winning the pot, but Alec feeling good about checking on the river there and not losing any more money.
Well, Alec, very wise. He may have read the Swede here at the final table tighter than Mick Jagger's leotards, and he proved it right there. Okay, and with that pot, the antes and blinds are going up. Antes will be 4,000 now, blinds 15 and 30,000. All right, action on Seidel. He's got a pair of 6s this time, and he's going to make it 80,000 to go.
Christ, it scared the out of me.
Oh, look at this. Alex
Sorry.
Torelli, I believe, spilled
I'm like
his
such
drink.
a liability, bro.
The Swede going
everything
out, and now it's up to Alex Gomez.
He's got the suited connectors, the 7-8 of hearts. Knows Erik Seidel raised under the gun, meaning you give a guy credit who raises in first position most of the time. But he's going to make the call, wants to see a flop with this hand.
And now it's on Justin, and he's got an ace-10, but doesn't like it. He folds.
Alec Torelli also with an ace-10 folding.
Faraz won't play, so two-way action. Seidel up against Alex Gomez.
Well, look at this, Vince. Alec Torelli, who knocked his glass over, reaching down to clean up his own mess now. Now, you got to like that.
Oh, it is a 3-ring circus out here on the World Poker Tour.
Not a good flop for 2 6s here. But doesn't slow Erik down from betting. He leads out in bets.
120,000 continuation bet.
And look at this. Alex with bottom pair here. Calling the pre-flop razor here with just 2 8s.
Wow.
Pretty interesting stuff. I guarantee you Erik didn't like that call. Well, an ace comes off.
Yep, and Erik quickly checking. He didn't like that call at all.
Well, you have to give your opponent credit for an ace or a king if they call you in that spot, most likely.
Now Alex maybe seeing an opportunity. Yes, he's going to make a 110,000 bet. And this is going to shoo away the New Yorker.
Look, when it comes ace, king, 8, and you lead out and bet on the flop after you raise pre-flop and the guy calls you twice, you can't continue to play 2 6s.
The young guns showing how tough this table is tonight at Bellagio as they all go after a title. Who's going to take it and the $1.2 million that goes with it? We'll be right back on the World Poker Tour.
Being a professional poker player is difficult and fun. I mean, it's fun in the sense when you get to do stuff like this, like for $1 million, and this is great. It's difficult when you have losing days to go to bed poorer than when you get up. It's like living on a roller coaster, you know? You never know what's going to happen.
Welcome back to the World Poker Tour. And like Alex Torelli says, if you like stability, don't do this game, because it can be rough. The roller coaster, ever present here on the World Poker Tour. Welcome back. 6 players remain, going after close to $1.2 million here tonight.
Our current chip leader is Faraz Jaka, but in second place, WPT champ Erik Seidel.
Action going to the Swede from Lund, Sweden. He quickly folds. That's Christopher Sorensen. And the Brazilian also going out.
And the 21-year-old Justin Smith out as well.
And now Alec Torelli from Orange County with ace-5 going to make a raise, $75,000.
Standard raise on the button with ace-high. He's going to get called by Faraz, however, who has ace-jack and a small blind. And Eric Seidel has a 10-9. Good-sized pot out there, so he does make the call. And here comes the flop.
The flop comes up beautiful for Faraz. Aces and jacks. He's first to act. He quickly checks.
Eric Seidel with an open-end straight draw.
He checks.
And Alec with 2 aces checks right behind him.
Cat and mouse.
Alec, now the board pairs 8. Well, nobody at the table happy to see that card.
Faraz trying to trap there. He checks again. Seidel also checking.
Now Alec thinking he's got the best hand. They've checked twice to him. So he is going to bet out. Now what's Faraz going to do with his aces and jacks? He's just going to call, doesn't raise. Eric Seidel now is going to make the call also with the open-end straight draw. Just doesn't believe anybody's that strong. Hoping to hit a straight and does so on the river. Wow.
Incredible. Faraz going to be kicking himself that he didn't re-raise. Action's on him first.
Well, he's going to lead out and bet 200,000 now.
Misstepping every bit of the way.
Eric Seidel now figuring out what to do. He's hit the joker here, as we say. The best card he could hit.
Did a little tell, groaned a little. Usually trying to act weak, and now he's going strong.
What's the amount?
What he said to himself, look, if I made a call on the turn to hit the straight, I've hit it. I'm going to raise it at least a little bit.
Yeah, he makes it 500,000 to go. And Alex just...
Well, he's trying to figure it out here. He slow played the aces on the flop, and now all of a sudden on the river, it's been bet and raised in front of him, so he's going to lay down aces up.
Will the toilet pay off?
3 anymore, yeah?
Well, he does pay it off. Eric shows him a straight, and Faraz getting himself a little lecture on how he played that hand. Didn't raise it before the flop, didn't bet on the flop, didn't raise it on the turn, and then bet and paid off another bet on the river. He just compounded his problems in that hand.
Well, the toilet's going to need a plumber after that. Seidel taking down a big one. Stay with us. We're coming back with more action on the World Poker Tour. Play at the top of your game. Text Pro Tip to 46966 to get a poker tip from the WPT pros and enter to win $1,000 in the WPT prize pack. Welcome back to the poker capital of Las Vegas. That would be the Bellagio. I'm Vince Van Patten alongside Mike Sexton.
Tonight's event, Bellagio Cup 5 is in full swing. We still have 6 talented players going for that $1.1 million first place prize. Let's get back to the action.
As you can see, Faraz Jaka, the 23-year-old out of San Jose, California, is our chip leader.
In second place, Eric Seidel. And there you see a graphic that has percentage of chips in play by each player. Now, if there's 6 players left, you should know that if you have more than 16.7% of the chips, you're above average. If you have less, you're below average. And right now, 4 players are below average in chip count.
Mike, forget that technical baloney. Who's got the chips? That's all I want to know. Back to the table we go. Justin Smith with just a 10-8 has raised it.
Made it 77,000 to go under the gun with a 10-8 of clubs. Faraz Jaka has made the call with a 9-8 of hearts.
Seidel out. The Swede quickly folding. Now the former lawyer out of Brazil also going to fold. So here we go.
Here comes the flop. It's come Queen 10-9. Justin out in front with a pair of 10s and a straight draw.
And he's going to check it.
His opponent's got a pair of 9s and the same straight draw.
Well, they both check.
Justin in great shape here. Well, the 6 comes off. I say great shape. That's if there's no betting.
Justin first to act, the 21-year-old. Used to work in a supermarket as a bagger. He checks again. Now he plays big-time poker.
Well, Faraz now thinking maybe his 2 9s are the best hand here. He's going to test the waters here and make a little bet here after Justin checked twice on the flop and the turn. Justin with second pair, Faraz with third pair. They have the same straight draw. So as the cards lie, the only way Faraz could win the pot would be to catch a 9 if there was no further action.
And he hits a 9 for Faraz.
the complete joker for Faraz Jaka. The only card that would give him the win if he didn't bet somebody out of the pot.
Now he gets checked too. The toilet strikes again. And 275,000 he wants as a payoff.
Well, Justin trying to figure this out. The guy didn't bet on the flop. Did bet the turn, did bet the river, but are 2-10s good? That's the question. Remember, the guy he's up against, Faraz Jaka, is the chip leader. He's the most aggressive player at the table, but Justin makes the great laydown on the river after getting unlucky when his opponent hit 3 9s.
Yep. Unorthodox player, very bold. He's only 23 years old. Graduated out of the University of Illinois. What a show he's putting on tonight. Back to the table we go. The young Swede, Christopher Sorensen, looks down at a 9-7. He won't play that junk. And now the Brazilian also going away.
Justin lays his hand down as well, so around to the button. Alec Torelli with the ace-10. This is a standard raise that everyone would make on the button with this kind of hand.
Into the toilet, Faraz, who has just a king-6 of clubs.
Raise.
And he's going to raise.
Well, far and away the most aggressive player at this table is our chip leader, Faraz Jaka. We are seeing that hand after hand after hand so far. And believe me, all these guys at the table are very sharp, and they understand that this guy is just now trying to bully them around. And sometimes you just can't take it anymore.
And the toilet has moved it up to 215,000. Alec, though, says, I'm going to be stubborn. I want to see a flop with my ace-10.
Well, when a guy seemingly plays every pot and raises a lot of pots, you just can't keep laying hands down like an ace-10 to him.
Flop comes up Jack-7, 4. No help to either player. Check by Faraz Jaka.
I'm a little surprised Faraz wouldn't make the continuation bet there.
Alec also going to check.
So here comes the turn card.
Well, it's a 4 flush now for the toilet.
Well, he's also got a straight draw too, so now he's got some kind of hand. After hitting nothing on the flop, and he's going to bet here. And I don't blame him.
Yeah, $260,000 worth.
Well, Alec, of course, just has the gut shot straight draw, but you just wonder, had he bet on the flop, chances are he would have won this pot. And now he's going to have to give it up.
Yep, he looks disgusted. He mucks his hand. So the toilet, Faraz Jaka, swirling away with more chips.
Well, Vance, you could say that Faraz is sitting on the throne right now. He is our chip leader.
And look at the frustration for Alec. Stay with us. We're coming back with more action here on the World Poker Tour. We are back here at Bellagio here on the World Poker Tour, where 6 players remain. And Faraz Jaka is the chip leader with about 5.1 million in chips.
Yeah, WPT champ Eric Seidel in second place. There you see the prize payouts. First place over $1.1 million. Our 6th place finisher just getting $164,000. So over $1 million in real money going to the guy who wins it as opposed to the guy who goes out first at this table.
To the felt we go. Eric with a quick fold. And now the Swede with a king-10.
Christopher has the perception of being the tightest player at the table, but yet here he's going to raise with a somewhat marginal hand of a king-10 offsuit.
The Brazilian goes out. Grocery man also going away, and now Alec.
What'd you start with, Ben?
About 2 million.
With the snowman, pair of 8s.
And he's got the mid pair. Now against some players, like a Faraz, for example, you might come over the top of him with 2 8s here, but against a perceived tight player, he's just going to make a call and see a flop and proceed cautiously.
Yeah, Faraz going away. Here's the flop.
Oh, what a flop. It's come 10-8-4. Alec Torelli has flopped 3 8s. But Christopher's flopped top pair with a good kicker.
This could spell a lot of trouble for the Swede.
Well, Alec is going to check here. I hope the Swede has an overpair or makes a continuation bet. But you know he's looking to get action with the 3 8s. And he's going to get it because with top pair, you are going to lead out and bet. And that's exactly what Christopher has done. 115,000.
Alec has just